Sebastian Fundora handed the Australian boxing star Tim Tszyu his first loss in 25 fights, taking Tszyu's WBO junior middleweight belt and picking up the WBC belt in the process. 11 days earlier, the American didn't even know he'd be in the fight.
I feel this was bound to happen, you know. It just came a lot faster than we thought.
The bout was supposed to be Tszyu's big break into the American market. The son of Hall of Famer Tszyu was fast on the rise and hunting down a big money fight with the current undisputed welterweight champion, Terence Crawford. To lure Bud in, the 29-year-old Tim signed on to face former longtime welterweight champion Keith Thurman. That was until last week, when the 35-year-old 5'7" orthodox Thurman ruptured his biceps. The former interim champ Fundora was fighting on the undercard, so the promoters PBC saw an easy fix. This left the 5'9", 29-year-old Tszyu suddenly scheduled to face a 26-year-old 6'6" southpaw on less than 2 weeks' notice.
No, I think that didn't play a part. You know, I was able to adapt. In the first 2 rounds, I felt quite comfortable, and he just came up on top. That's all it was. He was the better man tonight. He won by 1 round, split decision. So, look, it is what it is. We move on, and the show goes on.
Tszyu broke Fundora's nose in the first round, but in the second, a stray elbow caused a deep cut on his forehead, and the complexion of the fight changed in an instant.
No, it was just, the eyesight was gone. You know, I literally couldn't see. I had to wipe my eyes non-stop. Like, physically, I felt still all right. Yeah, you're fighting with blurry vision. It's not ideal, especially with Fundora.
The bloodbath could have been stopped there and then, but it wasn't. And while Fundora had trouble breathing, Tszyu could barely see. In the end, it was too much to overcome, and the Australian was left hoping for a rematch.
I want to fight the best, you know. I want to make the mega fights happen. We're able to do this at T-Mobile Arena. It's pretty unreal, you know. So the biggest fights possibly to make, and I'm still chasing it. You know, I still believe I'm at the very top of the tree.
The issue is that PBC had someone close to the top of that tree, Errol Spence Jr., at the fight and waiting for the winner. The former unified welterweight champ even entered the ring to square off with Fundora. And that's the money fight the new champ wants, instead of the rematch.
Everybody has goals, you know, in boxing. You know, he's a legend right now in this sport, you know, and one of the top fighters. So, you know, I like to get in the ring with him too. You know, it'd be a great fight. You know, he's before that Terence Crawford fight, he was considered one of the best fighters in the world. Let's do it.
Tszyu was more interested in welcoming Terence Crawford to the division than Spence. And of the two, it's Crawford who deserves the first shot at a belt, as he beat Spence for the undisputed welterweight title. But with such an action-packed fight and an obligatory rematch clause, Fundora versus Tszyu 2 is the one that makes the most sense. In the co-main, Pitbull Cruz lived up to his name. The Mexican hounded Raley Romero from the opening bell, unleashing 8 rounds of ferociousness before taking the WBA junior welterweight title. After stalking his prey for the entire fight, almost ending it in the 1st and 5th and 7th, Cruz ended the massacre with at least 6 clean, undefended shots to Raley's head. It wasn't even competitive. "I was prepared for this. I wasn't here to just fight. I was here to terminate him," said Cruz. "There's going to be a Mexican champ at 140 pounds for a long time." The TKO marked Cruz's 4th straight win since dropping a close decision to Gervonta Davis. With Davis without a belt or a dance partner, and with Cruz being the only man to make Davis go the full 12 rounds, and on short notice, mind you, it's definitely a rematch to book. Also on the card, the WBA's middleweight champion Erislandy Lara's slow start against Michael Zarafa ended with a quick 1-2 combination in the second for his 2nd defense of the title. And before that, the WBC flyweight champion Julio Cesar Martinez had to put Angelino Cordova down twice to earn a narrow majority decision. That was after Cordova cut him to ribbons with superior punch stats and an accidental headbutt. In other boxing news, the lineal and WBO junior welterweight champion Teofimo Lopez is closing in on a June title defense. The former unified lightweight champion made his first defense of the title in February, securing an uninspiring win over a trigger-shy Jermaine Ortiz. If reports are true, Lopez hopes to put on a show against the forward-moving Steve Claggett this June 29 in Miami, so long as Claggett wants to fight and not box. And in other championship results, Zurdo Ramirez outworked Arsen Gulamarian to take a cruiserweight title, and Melvin Jerusalem took a strawweight title from Yudai Shigioka. Yudai's brother Genjiro fared better in his defense against Jake Amparo, while Seni Isa Estrada unified the women's strawweight division to become undisputed. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.